Alright, welcome back.
Welcome back. We are
Playing the feud.
I was going to say playing Pokemon. And you were going to tell us more about Power Rangers and how it is dying.
It's not dying, it's dead.
Oh, it's dead.
So, everyone was like, oh, it's fine, because Hasbro makes the toys, so they'll be able to make them cheaper, right? And then that's not what happened, and we already went over that in the last part. So, here's the real kicker. The show is horrendous.
Mm-hmm.
Like, horrendous. Because the person they got to write the story must be one of the most modern day Hollywood writers of all time, because his exact words, and I shit you not, were, so we're gonna make a lot of changes to the Japanese one because American sensibilities won't like what the Japanese show Super Sentai is doing, so we need to make many changes to it to fit our modern audiences. And you know, as soon as they say modern audiences, you know it's gonna be garbage. Disney does it all the time. And, you know, when's the last good Star Wars movie that was made that had the opening? We're telling it to modern audiences. And by modern audiences, we mean me, a board of directors, and what BlackRock thinks is okay for public consumption. So they changed everything. And in ways that are fucking insane and actually ruin the continuity of Power Rangers. And I mean, ruin it.
Ruined.
And the worst part is it's a 30th anniversary special, too. So they killed it off with a bang.
Great to hear.
They did a lot of returning characters, which was good. How they returned was bad.
Really?
That's what ruined most of the continuity. So, they had a, from what I get, because I didn't see it fully, they had a ranger who was of color, who I think was, like, the main ranger, right? But they were like, this isn't diverse enough. We need to replace him with a female. Yes. So they killed him off to replace him with a female Red Ranger, I believe. And they decided, no, you know what, he's not actually dead. He has now been fused with oh god, what's his name? Zorton?
The guy who was in
the floating head in the jar.
Yeah.
Zorton, I think.
I don't remember.
I remember it, but I can't pronounce it properly, so I think I'm gonna just.
I know who you're talking about.
But the floating head in the jar, man. They fuse him with this black guy now.
I remember hearing about this.
They become one being, which, you know, makes me ask the question of, like, wait, how? I thought both of them were dead. How are they both not dead? How did they fuse together? How the fuck does that work? Why is he able to do this? Also, when he died, his Z-Wave went out and, like, eradicated all evil within the radius of the Z-Wave. So, like, does that mean that everything's reverted? Or what? Because he's alive now. And then we didn't get an answer to any of that because they just bring back Lord Zed to start kicking ass, which is cool because, you know, Lord Zed is cool, but, like, it's also really bad because, like, again, Lord Zed was turned into a human because of the Z-Wave, and you think, like, oh, well, maybe now that Zordon's back, the Z-Wave is reverted, so now Lord Zed is back. No, they pulled him from a different timeline to fight this timeline's Power Rangers. And I'm just like, this is so fucking ass. It's not even funny.
What?
So yeah, they in the simplest, nicest way of putting it, they butchered the shit out of the show because the show writer was just like, we don't want any of that gross Japanese shit here. We're gonna make our own show.
So they were racist.
Yeah, no, literally, they were racist. And then thought they could do it better and couldn't. So, what makes it extra funny is, he was so steadfast about how it wouldn't work for American audiences that he's the reason it killed Power Rangers. Because they reshot everything.
That's so expensive for them.
They didn't reuse... The only footage that was reused was the Zords fighting the giant monsters. All the kaiju fights were reused from the Super Sentai show. Everything else was reshot from scratch. Anything involving the actors, which is pretty typical, anything involving them in suits, anything involving the monsters, they had to have all those shoots either made again or shipped over to them at extra cost to ship these suits over to the studio to have it refilmed in California, the most expensive place in the world to shoot fucking anything.
Dude, hold on.
Literally, all for a show that was only going to show on Netflix. Netflix.
Oh my
Not even
God.
TV. Netflix.
That's insane.
He literally killed the show. He literally made apparently the original budget. Apparently, none of this is confirmed, but apparently, based off of the few leaks that have gone around, it was triple the allocated budget of what it was supposed to be. Triple it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was insane. The dude was like, I can do this and I can do it better, and then all he did was blow a bunch of money and no one gave a shit.
That's insane.
Yep. And to be fair, half of that money lost is on Hasbro for not making the toys on time and making shitty toys.
And then Netflix being Netflix.
And Netflix being Netflix. But that's on them. Because they should have known that Netflix wasn't a good place to air Pokemon. So that is on them. That's not on Power Rangers. That's on them and not on Netflix. They should have known.
But Dante,
But
it's finally time for your last battle gym, right? I heard from Roki. But I'm 0% worried about you, you know? You got this.
do we?
Even La Prima seems to want to keep an eye on you. Maybe if I go find her, so we can cheer you on together when you battle the gym leader. So, go to have a battle that's fruitful and for the crowd.
How you did that is exactly one of my characters. I have a joke character that I play up for like Halloween stuff or like spooky shit. He's just this guy who likes to keep eyeballs, but that's literally how I have him talk like the whole time.
Oh, dude, we're gonna challenge. We're a challenger. Are you Dante? Yeah, we're Dante. You ready to face the gym leader? You have to pass the gym test. It's the Snow Slopes Run.
Oh, cool! We get to go sledding.
Yeah, pretty much. Ride a Pokemon down the designated course and reach the goal within the time limit.
Wait, ride a Pokemon? Can I choose Gardevoir?
No, you gotta pay for you.
I mean, I can make it work.
To start your test, just head out to the gym and go up to the slope to your left. We'll fill you in on the details there. Bye.
Yo, why is your Vaporeon white? Stop asking questions.
It's a shiny.
It's a shiny. They're not white when they're shiny. It's a shiny.
Dude,
yeah.
So words.
Yes.
They spent way too money and
yeah,
they're fucking terrible.
They spent too much money, ruined what little continuity they had left for Power Rangers, and then fuck it, and then canceled everything. And people were like, "Oh, maybe it's just gonna be on hiatus."
We're just gonna ride
talk about sledding. He was like, maybe because people were like, "Well, it's on a little bit of a hiatus, but maybe we'll come back." And then like more and more information came out, and I was like, "I don't know, it's coming back."
Nah, it's not coming back.
And then they just announced, which they're doing it through Heritage Auctions, which by the way, I fucking hate Heritage Auctions. They're the reason that video game collecting is so expensive now. Because they got that's the company that does the $1 million game sale of like Super Mario 64 and shit, which is total bullshit because that auction site definitely plants people in the audience to raise the bids up higher and higher to give the illusion that things are way more valuable than they are. Don't trust auction sites is where I'm getting with this. But yeah, so they're doing auctions they're auctioning off everything. So this is how I know Power Rangers is dead in the US. Because they are auctioning off everything. Suits, and I'm not just talking about like the most recent one or like the really old one. Everything. They're auctioning off all the suits, any equipment, any of the bikes, props, fucking anything used in the show in any way is up for auction. It's not clear yet if the actual property of the footage, like who owns the rights of the footages, is up for auction yet. I don't think they're going to put that up for auction. I think they're going to sell that to whoever's willing to take it. But at that point, I don't think there's going to be anything worth buying because all the props and shit will be gone. Which means if you want to make another season of the show, you essentially have to start completely from scratch. And you can't use any of the old stuff for any of the episodes for crossovers because it's all fucking gone.
So my question is, what about, didn't it originally belong to Super Sentai though?
Yes.
So how are they able to sell it?
They're selling the suits that they have made for the US. Because not every suit was made specifically for Japan, and a lot of those suits made in Japan were made twice so they could be used overseas when need be.
Oh, okay.
Not all of them, but a lot of them. It's the same thing with a lot of the props. A lot of the props were made multiple times or shipped over here and then via whatever. Because sometimes it's kind of confusing, but sometimes I think they bought props outright, so they just like own them now because Japan was like, we're never going to use these again. And to be fair, a lot of the props you're probably not going to use again, right?
Yeah, certainly.
They're used for that one show. And like
that
once it's,
season,
like,
and never used again.
Like, it's kind of weird if you have a pirate ship morpher, you know, being used in a later season that doesn't have to do with pirate ship rangers. You know what I mean? So like a lot of the time, it's like, yeah, you just have this shit. We don't need it anymore. You can just buy it wholesale.
Power Rangers, samurais who are pirates.
Yeah. My problem is the suits. They're getting rid of the suits and the morphers, which are like, because like. Once they do that, and like all the Zord, like all the figurines for the Zords and stuff that they have, and I'm just like, once you do that, you can't do a throwback season. Every Power Ranger season has one throwback season that either has other people show up from previous seasons or has the last season's cast show up in full for like one episode for one fight. So they like, no matter what now, they can't do that because they don't have any of the access to any of the stuff as soon as that shit's auctioned off.
Yeah, this is gonna be a problem.
Yeah, it's gonna be a huge problem. And I'm sitting there like, I have a weird feeling that they're trying to Disney it, where they're just gonna like ruin the series, but they're not gonna sell it. They're just gonna refuse to sell it to anyone so they can hold the IP forever.
I could see them doing that.
Yeah, which is the most like, why are you doing that? And I think that's because they want to shift into movies and fucking video games, so they can make the argument like, oh, we're making a Power Rangers game. So
but nobody will buy it because you ruined the property.
The fucking property. Yeah, exactly. No, here's the thing. Because I bet they think they can sell it off in nostalgia alone. Because I bet what they'll do, if they do make a Power Rangers game, it will be a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers game. Because you know what? The last game, they just made a Power Rangers game.
Off the grid.
Off the grid, and it's literally a Mighty Morphin game. It's all just the Mighty Morphin Rangers fighting the Mighty Morphin villains, and that's it. And that's what they're going to do forever. They're just going to use the oldest one that everyone liked and has the most nostalgia, and they're just going to resell it to you forever. And ever.
Yeah, I can see them doing that.
Mm-hmm. Like, I 100%. The only upside of the whole fucked up system is the fact that, like, at least we got a 30th anniversary for the send-off. Like, at least we got something. They could have just said fuck it and not made anything, I suppose.
There you are. Brr, I'm freezing.
I found out this is a dude.
Yep.
I would have never guessed.
Take it, you're the challenger. My name is...
Gersha.
Gersha?
Gersha.
I'm a snowboarder. I used to be a pro, actually. But now I'm a gym leader.
Not since the accident.
I saw you on the slopes. Your skills? Yeah, they're pretty cool. But don't let that get to your head. Winter mountains are dangerous. They can throw your life right off course. Easy as that.
I feel like you did have an accident and you're just not alluding to it.
Same thing with Pokemon battles, really. It's always more dangerous than When you're what? Just starting to get the hang of things. Today's not a great day to face me, you know. You're better off giving up. Still want to battle me? I'm not sure now.
This is a bad day for you to challenge me. I'm always extra pissy on the day of my anniversary of my accident. What accident?
Still trying to act cool, huh? That's too bad. Well, this is my job now. So, don't take...
what I'm about to do personally. Yeah. Chuck it. Yeah. So now we use a fire type to murder. We don't have a fire type.
No, we have other stuff that's strong against ice, though. Steel, for some reason, is strong against ice, I think.
That doesn't make any sense.
Nope.
Alright. Oh, that one's flying. Just use electricity.
Now it's bug.
Oh, that one's bug. Just use a fly swatter. Which one is fly swapper type? Spin out. It should be peel out, by the way.
I agree.
Yeah, you know. Spin out implies that you lost control of the car and spun it. A burnout means that you're being cool.
So yeah, anyways, Power Rangers is dead. That's essentially all I wanted to get to. It might come back in the future, but if it does come back, it's gonna be really
weird,
half-assed. Like, well, they're gonna have to do it in a way that doesn't break the bank, and also makes it profitable. Which, good luck.
Yeah, they're gonna have a hard time doing that.
Good luck doing that. It's a concept that was very easy back in the day, but very hard now. I will tell you what, though. Let's just say, for some reason, I happen to get a hold of the Power Rangers IP, and I am allowed to make anything I want. I would go back in time, and I'd make fucking Lupin Rangers for the US! It's the most interesting season of Power Rangers that Japan ever put together, and we just fucking skipped over it. For no fucking reason.
Yeah, I mean, fuck you, that's why.
Lupin Rangers was such a good idea. Half of the Rangers were half of the Rangers were police officers, and the other half of the Rangers were thieves. So it was two different teams of Power Rangers trying to outsmart each other to commit crimes or catch them for crimes. Which then at the end they have to work together to stop the actual big bad. It's all the right aspects of Power Rangers, but with the right amount of twist to get old people back into the show to be like, oh, that sounds interesting. Like, I'll give that a watch. That could be interesting. We just fucking skipped over it to get fucking pirate ships or whatever.
Yeah.
Got fucked. We got fucked. But yeah, I'm telling you, man. Like that. I'm just saying, if you're gonna bring back Power Rangers, do that one. It's like, bring that one back. That one has an idea that can actually be. It's got a solid foundation. And it doesn't rely very much on older seasons, so you can actually like make something with it without having to like spend a shit ton of money.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a problem,
big time.
I'm assuming I'm thinking they're gonna keep the IP, but they're gonna auction off all of the props and shit.
Yeah,
and then we'll just have to remake all the props if they ever try to do it again.
Yeah,
which is gonna be hugely expensive.
That's exactly right. I think they just want to make toys for it forever, but like no one's gonna buy the toys because there's no show. But then they're gonna be like, it's fine because we can still make video games.
Yeah,
and we can license the rights out for video games and shit.
That burning passion you have, you strive for the future, no matter what challenges you face. Just like how I used to be before the accident.
What accident?
Never mind, I should be giving you your gym badge. You must have been on SSX Tricky.
There's like the idea that it just keeps bringing it up but refuses to elaborate.
Oh, you want a photo together to commemorate your victory? Come on, that's so uncool. I don't usually do this sort of thing, but, okay, special occasion.
I don't get why he's acting so cool. I've seen his dojins. He's not so cool in them.
Yeah, he's the fucking bottom.
Yeah, he's definitely he's got, like, femboy energy going on in a lot of those.
Yep. With 8 gym badges, you'll be able to catch Pokemon of any level, and they'll listen to your words, every word you say, whether it's cool or not.
Yeah.
Oh, and before I forget, you should take this, too.
I'm glad he moved that out of his face. It's so hard to understand him when it was
Ice Spinner.
Ice Spinner?
Makes it some sort of thing. Feel free to stop by again, if you don't mind the cold, that is. I do.
I hate the cold.
I hate the cold. I'm out of here.
Never come back.
Ring, 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 ring. You got all the gym badges.
Congratulations, you got all the gym badges. That means you can fit the like 4. Oh no.
Dante! Rillaboom!
What? The what now?
You did it! Ah! So happy for you. This is the best! And I would say I wasn't worried, but my heart was beating the whole time.
There's a part of me that makes me... There's a part of me that's like, they kind of look like siblings, but I know they're not.
Yeah. What's impressive, Dante? A shining display of talent, I must admit. Splendid. Pat yourself on the back. You beat every gym. Which means... Indeed. That's where you can find jobs. Now that you've gathered 8 gyms...
8 gym badges.
8 bad gyms.
Bad gyms.
All that's left is to take on the Pokemon League. And if you hope to stand alongside Nimona as a fellow champion, head to the Pokemon League, and then you'll take the champion assessment.
I don't want to stand among her. I want to stand behind her.
Yes. If the Dojins show me anything. Yeah. Hurry up and get to my rack. I'm itching to have battles for equals.
Dude, if the Jojen showed me anything, it's that she's the one standing on top of me.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to take the time while you're facing the Pokemon Week to fine-tune my Pokemon moves and ramp up the tactics. Well, good luck, Dante, and wish me luck, too. Bye.
She's just like, that chick is crazy.
It's unusual for me to see her so excited. Perhaps not for you.
Yeah, perhaps not indeed.
She must be happy she's finally has a friend who can keep pace with her own talent. A special
I can keep pace with her, alright.
A special kind of strength that can only be reached by competing with a good rival. Count me among those eager to see how far you two can go. How about 4 kids? But in any case,
God.
I'll be waiting for you in the Pokemon League, northwest of Mesagoza.
Dude, I remember when Disney bought the airing rights to Pokemon, because everyone was like, yo, wait, what? It's been airing on Cartoon Network for like 20 years, and all of a sudden Disney was just like, we now have the airing rights to Pokemon, it won't be airing on Cartoon Network anymore, and everyone was like, hey, wait, what? You have the what now? Why do you have that? Disney bought like a bunch of anime. I mean like a lot of anime. There's like a whole bunch of anime exclusive to Disney Plus now. It's almost like they know that the end is nigh for Disney animation.
Oh yeah, no, it's bad.
So everyone's just trying to buy all the rights they can to as much anime as they can before it's too late.
Oh yeah.
I'm a big
Pokemon.
fan of anime.
You're a fan of anime?
Not really, but sometimes. Depends on what's coming out, man. I don't know. Like I like not that all the recent stuff has been bad, but I've noticed over the years a heavy, and I'm sure you've noticed this too. There's like a heavy increase of like, hey, look at this really popular anime, and it's like, cool, what is it? And they're just like, check out how hot this chick is in it. And I'm like, all right, but like, what's the anime about? And they're like, you see the hot chick? And I'm like, yeah, I see her. She sure is there. What's it about? It's like,
dude, what are you talking about? Are you saying that a story needs to have plot?
all I'm saying is, do you remember Darling into Franks? Yeah. Darling into Franks came out, and I couldn't stop hearing talking about how fucking hot that chick was in it.
Zero or whatever.
Zero? Yeah, it's Zero.
She's
hot
best girl of the internet because
yeah.
she's in a weird sketchy pseudo porn.
Yeah, they're like Zero's and I'm like, what's it about? And they're like, oh, but Zero's cool. I'm like, oh my fucking god.
It was just it was a show literally about like
I've
kids fucking to
yeah.
pilot robots, and I'm like, this is the stupidest fucking idea.
I've talked about it before, but I have a rule now, which is, if I hear about an anime, but the only thing I'm hearing about that anime is that this character in said anime is hot, it's probably shit, and I'm not gonna watch it. Because it's 99% of the time, it's fucking shit. Every time. I'm like, god damn it. The only exception I've ever had was fucking, was that fucking Girl Assassin one. What the fuck was the name of it? I just watched it.
Girl Assassin?
Yeah, I mean, not Girl Assassin,
I'm trying to
obviously.
I don't know what the one you're talking about is.
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm fucking blanking on this name so hard right now. Fuck. Oh well.
Give me more
It's
details and
gone.
I'll probably remember.
They're these two girls, and they're definitely lesbians by the end of it.
Oh,
and,
I think I know.
And they're like, they're high school girls that are designed to be a counter-terrorist unit against terrorism.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
I can't think of the fucking name of the show, and I literally just finished it like a month ago, and I'm already blanking on the fucking title. It's so easy to find because I just search fucking lesbian girls with guns, and they come up as like the 5th one. You know what I mean? Like,
but on that note,
but like that one, I was like, because everyone just talked about how gay they were, and I was like, this is probably trash. And then I watched it, and I was like, this is surprisingly not trash.
on this next time, maybe
yeah. Anyways, we'll talk about it next time. We'll see you guys then. Peace.